Welcome to the first Discord and Gaming Guys Twitch stream. It was meant to be a group of us doing DayZ, but unfortunately it seems like the majority of people can't actually make it. So you've just got me today. I do apologise in advance, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm currently just running around doing dailies, and I realise that's the most boring thing you could probably watch someone do, especially if you're watching this stream. You can probably do it yourself. So I can currently get into a duty for an expert. I haven't done it today, so let's see how long that takes as a white mage. And as you can see, the cap has happened. I unfortunately didn't manage it in the week since 2.2 was released. But yeah, so yeah, let's see if that can change this week. I'm a large collector of things. Here you can see my minion collection. I had most of them before the last patch hit. There we go. The Duty for Light Expert has popped, so... And I, of course, hit the wrong button straight away. It's just not my night tonight. I do apologise. Let's see how long this will take. Now, while I'm waiting, I can, of course, boot up a map. So go to my typical location to farm them, which is Southern Farmland in the Forgotten Springs area. I was unable to leave due to waiting on this, it seems. I do apologise if the frame rate drops a little bit. My computer's not the best for this, but it's what I've got. So yeah, I'm Jesden, also known as Tim. The other people that will be joining me at some point will be Cowabunga Dude and my other friend, Drachi. Actually, no, I'm not going to skip it. I haven't actually watched this one all the way through. Oh, 2 monks. This will be interesting. And someone's taken longer on the cutscene than I was. That's actually slightly impressive. So yeah, this is the second time I've actually healed this. As you can see from my gear, don't have the best stuff since before the patch was introducing the new bits, but it's typically got me through. My scholar has got better gear, but I do prefer white mage. I just don't like the micromanagement that the scholar has. Okay, so yeah, so Amdapor, City of Amdapor was a new dungeon introduced in patch 2.2, which was released last Thursday. Game was taken down on the Wednesday before, and this seems to be interesting. It's going. I've already done that. Looks like dungeons are more intensive on my computer than normal. So a little bit of background about white mages, I suppose. As a healing class, at least the mechanics are fairly straightforward. They've got the highest healing throughput of the 2 healing classes in the game. Unfortunately, they lack the utility that I feel that the Scholar has, in that the Scholar is all about the mitigation as opposed to the straight healing, as emphasised by the sheer number of bubbles and damage reduction abilities. The white mages, of course, make up for that by having a stronger version of Protect and a stronger version of Stone Skin, but both of those are available, obviously, as cross-class skills for the Scholar to take. I will have to have a look at the upload settings, because it does seem that I could do with lowering some things. What settings am I on actually? Yeah, I'm on standard laptop, so but I'm maintaining a decent frame rate in the actual game itself. Okay. So yeah, just looking at my quest log, as you can see, the next thing I need to do to continue the story is in fact kill Leviathan. Something I've been meaning to do, but haven't gone around to it over the weekend. I've also still yet to do any of the extreme mode primals, which is slightly annoying, but I'm sure I'll get around to them at some point with my free company. What's a free... Oh, 3 collectors. Ah, that's battle on the big bridge. So that's the Gilgamesh fight. Again, still need to do that. So these trees essentially act as a speedrun lock. They stop you from being able to speedrun by simply essentially making it so that you can't actually go through that doorway there without first defeating the creatures, the creatures, which then droops the tree down. After this, I'm most likely going to be playing SCP Containment Breach. Because my brother's been recommending it to me for ages and keeps getting annoyed that I keep putting it off because I'm not really one for scary games, shall we say. I mean, I'm fine with DayZ, I'm fine with Dead Space, Left 4 Dead, all that sort of stuff, absolutely fine with. But suspense-based games, I guess, is where I draw the line. So as you can see, the tree has drooped, the doors have opened. This is the first dungeon to introduce mimics. If you know your Final Fantasy history, then mimics are a creature that look like a chest, and you don't actually know that it is a creature until you open the chest and then you've got to fight it. So with this dungeon, they've obviously introduced old enemies, which are the mites, as you'll recognise from things like... it's not Totorak, it's the other one in Gridania. Yeah, there's a dungeon in Gridania, underground. I do apologise for not remembering the name, it's been a while since I've actually run it. But the Wamora is actually a new one. As you can see, I just selected it there. No, I just realised I've been remiss in telling people that I've actually come online. So say hello to the link shell. I've just realised that you're actually missing the bottom bit of my screen. But that's it. You're not missing any of the sides. I'm actually confused. Yeah, the layout isn't too bad. I mean, I don't have the best screen in the world. It's quite small. It's only a 1620 base resolution. So yeah, it's not the greatest. Hence why I've got the bars stacked as opposed to side by side, which is how I would normally do it. 2 side by side and 1 on top. But beyond that, I've got the numbers for marking when I go tank. I've got my classes on one side. Only 3 of them are 50. Obviously, I've got Scholar with better gear, which comes with the Summoner, and the Wine Mage, which I'm currently playing now. My tank, which is my next class, is a level 38, so it's only 12 levels off from cap. And I'll be tanking Coil after that, which will be interesting. And the Wine Mage, which I'm currently playing now. my tank, which is... Okay, so this is probably one of the most disgusting bosses I've fought. It's a Gubu, so similar to the first boss in Wandrous Palace, never remember. Except it's pre-decayed, it's got an extra stomach somehow. Don't ask me why, I'm gonna guess magic. So yeah, as you can tell from the chat log, people don't seem to like Makote in the game, mainly due to the fact that we seem to be overrepresented in all the races. Shitting hell. That was a bad thing to stand in for even a small amount of time, so just shuck a medic up. Yeah, I've been playing healer for most MMOs. I mean, I had a monk healer in WoW, which I stopped playing recently. And obviously I've got my healing classes in this game. Mainly because we didn't have them in the free company. So I took the bullet for the team, as it were. Typically I'd just be spamming Cure as a white mage, mainly because it's better mana usage out of it than Cure 2. You can typically get your guards I've been eaten. The prot rate for the free Cure 2, for extra Cure, I believe it's called, is quite high. You know, not the best in the world, but still better than nothing. Most things are, I suppose. Is it here? Where is it? Yeah, free cure. Yeah, so 15% chance, though it does seem to happen more often than 15%. Ooh, and the loot is the Magician's Shoes, which I will greed, because they may look a little bit funky. So yeah, unfortunately didn't get the shoes. It went to Lokios Luray, the paladin that we have in our group. I must admit my tank is a paladin, and I will be trying for the War Lion as soon as it gets 50, because I like my mounts. That's the thing, you saw my minions, you did not see my mount collection. So currently I have both of the previous Beast Tribe Quest mounts, which is always good. Well, time consuming is really what it is. But, you know, I got a mount out of it, so not too bothered. Again, I do apologise for the dropped frames. When I did test it earlier, it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I play primarily on, well, I say primarily, this is the only server I play on in the game. I do play on an American server, though I am from England myself. Mainly because I do RP from time to time, and this is the unofficial RP server for the game, it seems. I mean, Gilgamesh was added as one, but only after people realised that this was a legacy server, which means people from the previous release, Final Fantasy XIV, would keep their characters. I previously did a in-character run of this dungeon. We managed to beat it just in time. Yeah, so Vault, one of the members of my group, is part of that run, and he wanted some screenshots taken, so I sent him a link earlier, just explaining the chat log there. Yeah, so Vault, one of the members of my group, run, and he wanted some screenshots taken, so I sent him a link earlier. Sorry, I just realised that I've been silent for a long time, and that's bad. It's not the best thing in this stream, I guess, to be quiet for that long. So, Vault, one of the members of my group. I am not really, as it seems, the most talkative person, and I know that's not really a good thing. I mean, I'm trying, and I'm using this as a means to increase the amount of time I talk, and to better my vocabulary, as it were. I mean, just so that I can talk more, and not get nervous about what to say. Not that I'm nervous, I'm very nervous. Mainly because my sister could walk in at any moment and hear me talking to myself, or you, as the case may be. Though as there's only one viewer, and I'm currently maintaining a view of the stream. Ooh, Dark Light Band is striking. I believe that is what I want. There we go. My guess is that the monks both had it already. Oh, Jesus. Monks, DPS, they can't stay out of green stuff. It's very odd. Well, not odd at all, it's normal. Is it a magnet? Do DPS just get attracted to shit on the floor? Because that just confuses me. Why would people stand in stuff that damages them, other than to give me a hard time? It happens in WoW, it happens in this game. It just seems to be a thing with DPS and MMOs. If you do know, please let me know, because it'll probably make my life a lot easier. So here we come to the second boss. An ugly little creature there. Now the thing with this boss is that you've got to kill the ranch Wamoras, and the person that kills them gets trapped by the boss. And the boss will then come down from his flying, we can attack it, we can kill shit happens. Unfortunately, if a DPS kills it, it means, of course, that the boss will attack the DPS, and that's not good for anyone. And currently, it would appear that, as I'm healing, I am maintaining aggro for the group. And although white mages are good tanks, proven by doing Garuda with one tank and one healer. They're not really built for it, shall we say. Oh, and I appear to have scale flakes, which means the tank wants to eat my face. This is not a good thing. Oh, jeez, this is bad. I really want this to come off now. Except it's not attunerable, which means I need to just keep healing myself. As I don't have a bard with me, that's going to be interesting, because this may drain my mana. How long have I got? Got 11 seconds on the Shroud of Saints. However, the tank has gained a second stack, which means he should be being attacked soon. Yep, there we go. The tank has successfully peeled him off me, and is now doing his job. Yeah, Ariok, that's the name of the boss. It's quite a nice dungeon, this. I think they've done really well with the mechanics. So yeah, as stated, I am a fan of White Mage. We don't have the best mana regen in the world compared to things like Scholar or Black Mage, but what is there? I mean, it reduces our threat as well, which is better than what Scholars have. But then again, we can also give off a lot more threat, hence why White Mage is the best tank. Ooh, Pilgrim's Eye Patch. What do I have? 80. It would be very rude of me to greed on that, because I'm not in a group which is here for aesthetic reasons. So yeah, I am just going to greed. Yep, there we go, don't get it. 79. I'm not being very lucky with the runs, with the loot today. It's not a good thing. I do apologise for any yawning you may overhear. That is primarily due to the fact that I've been up since 5:30 in the morning, and my time is now 9:25, so you can probably see from the clock. No. Yeah, wrong person. Wrong person to heal there. Can I delete them? I'm just looking at my past broadcasts while I heal this dungeon, because at this moment it's not really the most intensive thing. So luckily I can just look at them. See, with this bit, you can see that the Barzaphan, I'm not entirely sure, is connected by the purple lines to the white mage stone. As far as I can tell, you can't hurt Barzaphan without the white mage stones being killed. That, or he regens. So we're nearly at the end of this dungeon. We've got one more boss to go. It's only a 3 boss. However, Diabolos is actually one of the most interesting fights they've introduced. There's sort of like a magical platform. You might be able to see it. Yeah, you can see just ahead of me there is a little sort of white line. That white line is, you might be able to see it, yeah, you can see it more clearly there. That's the edge of the boss zone, which will appear at a certain point. At that point, when we cross over it, when the fight starts, 8 doors will appear. Now those doors will be paired, and we've got to activate 2 of the doors that are the same. And of course this tank decided not to tank the Barzaphan, leaving me to fight it. I managed to reset it, I believe. Which is good, so I'm just going to stand right on the edge of the platform, where the tank is of course standing. Well, not standing where he should be, because if you look now, I'm paralysed, and the tank's going to die. Nope, the tank did not die. Close though. Yeah, the issues of white mage paralysis. Can I? Nope, can't even assume that off at the moment. Okay, there we go. That's better. We've got 2 white mage stones left. That was awkward, because I haven't let anyone die in quite a while. Well, not without it being not with it being my fault. Typically their fault. Then again, I'm sure any healer will say the same. So yeah, here we go. That is the platform showing up. Right, they're going to cross over, cutscene. We'll watch this. Just telling them that I'm going to mark up the... Okay, so I was about to say that I was going to mark up the Gubu, but the tank and Jesden? Julek have announced that they're on Skype, so they can orchestrate the marking of the doors a lot better. Okay, so now last boss fight, so we want to just sort of re-stone skin up. I've already got them. I'll cast another protect after I'm finished, and then we will probably go. And there we go. And apparently one of the DPS has issues with the fact that I've been streaming as a healer without realising that the only issues I've had was in fact when I was paralysed. Okay, so they're doing the doors. They haven't marked them, but there we go. Ultimate Terror was centered on me, it seems. Not actually sure what that does apart from general damage. We really want Stone Skin to go up for the doors, because Ruinous Omen is not fun. And there we go, we've only got one stack of Diabolic Curse instead of the 4 that you get if you go too early. And yeah, luckily with Stone Skin, we've... ah shit, Grav Ball was not on the edge. That's not good. Nothing I can't handle though. Oh, fucking hell. Critical Terror, of course it was. Oh, no, that appears to not have been my fault. Yeah, the Grav Balls stay throughout the entire fight. And yeah, they give out damage periodically. So if you are new to the fight and you are watching, then this will hopefully be very useful to you. So we've got the next doors about to open up. Looks like we'll be able to get them after only 2 doors. The last time I ran it, I did have to do it on 3. So, we've got the butterfly. Where is the butterfly in fact going to open? Please don't tell me it's the one right next to each other. It is in fact the one right next to each other. Oh, you idiots. That was far too early. Oh, apparently not. Apparently, it was just the right amount of time. Oh, wow. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm paralysed. Oh, fuck, sleep. Yeah, unfortunately, I really need to be able to get heavy off people, which means I've got to stop healing for a bit. And I'm the person that's taking the most damage, and I'm asleep. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm no longer asleep. Oh, fucking hell. I apologise for my use of language, but this is quite tense for me. Yeah, as the healer I typically do look to myself last for removing debuffs such as heavy, which is not a good thing half the time. 3 doors. Not the best result that I wanted, but not the worst. And again, we've got doors right next to each other. This is not the best setup, but it's not the worst. Where can I stand? This has the least gravity? Yeah. The gravity balls have been in fact reduced by 1, which is very good. And there we go. So we got from that 45 tomestones of soldiery. I got another 25 from the roulette and 1,500 for the roulette. So, all good. And I'm going to give it to Julek. So apparently all those doors were in fact guesswork, which is very interesting. So yeah, and there we go. And that was the Lost City of Amdapor, and I got accommodation out of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me again at some point in the future when I play SCP.